Alright, so this is my first tool review I'm gonna do here, right? This is an Autool volt tester, right? Well, basically I have a power probe, but this is Autool's version of a power probe, right? We can use this to power up stuff. Yeah, on the automotive side, you can power up things, bench tests, like things with 12 volts, 24 volts also, right? It's not really to use when you're doing like EC work and stuff, like ECU work and things of that nature, but I actually like how it feels. I mean, if more on the plastic side, I pay like what, $60 on Amazon for this, right? You can hit the link lower down and you'll see it was help support the channel. But at the same time too, if you hit the link, right, you'll see where I got this from. As I said, this is an alternative to a power probe. It's a voltmeter. It just don't have the fancy name like the power probe. Power probe is the name, is not actually the tool, right? So what you'll use this for is to power up things that takes like 12 volts, a fan, a motor, anything that, you know, what you want to check. If you want to just do little checks, you can just touch it and it will display the voltage. Also, I like how they come with all the added features. These other pieces don't come in the power probe, right? So how you got the cigarette lighter connector, you got extra cable, right? So you can get to the back of a truck, right? You get the clamps is powered up by 12 volts, so you gotta hook this up to battery, right? Or anything, or any power source that's 12 volts, as it won't come on. And as I said, man, you could take this from the front of your vehicle to the back to if you want to test the light, if you want to test like under the car, things like that, you know what I mean? That's what I'll be using it for. So this clip here, yeah, I gotta screw, you gotta screw this in, but you gotta be careful attaching it because it has some little slots where if you don't attach it properly, you could damage it. So you just screw it in. You gotta over tighten it. You just, you know, run it down a little bit. And I like this little cap that they have to protect the pin, and the pin is very, very thin. So you can just basically just touch on top of sensors or harness or something like that to just get a reading. Normally what I do with this, I just put a back pin on the sensor and I just touch it to see what voltage I'm getting off the sensor. You just gotta be careful when you're using this tool, man. This tool basically, it applies 12 volts to anything you want, right? But you gotta be careful using it because I hear so many stories from guys applying 12 volts to things they're not supposed to be applying 12 volts to. So that's where you gotta understand systems and what's your capabilities and limits, right? So if you're not versed in these things, you can't be just applying power and ground to any circuit and expect it to work. You're gonna fry something, right? I actually saw that with my own eyes. One guy had one, he was just clicking it away and applying 12 volts to someone ABS unit, and he damaged it. But as I said, this do resistance, it do AC voltage and DC voltage. It's actually a nice tool. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna play with it a little bit and show you how it works.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Alright, so with the help of my daughter here, I'm gonna review this tool. Is a Autool voltmeter, right? Is a BT, hold the tool properly so they can see it. Is a BT260, right? I use this to power up the fans, pumps, things of that nature. Nothing ECU related. I don't apply power to it. So as I said, let's use it for basic check. So let's show the people how this works. So I want you to touch the positive and let them see the screen. All right, so you see 12.2, that's the battery voltage, right? Let's see if you put a negative, what you get? You gain a ground, you gain 0, right? So basically what this doing is just giving you the voltage reading on the negative and the positive, but I could also use it on sensors. Say for instance, we're gonna check. All right, let me see a sensor I could grab. I could grab the cam sensor. So right now I have the key on, engine off, and I'm gonna ask my daughter to touch this. Let's lightly touch the sensor.
Lightly like this.
Yeah, lightly, right? I want you to turn it. Right, I see you getting 12 volts. Lightly. You see I'm getting ground. Don't stuff it in. I'm getting 5 volt. So this is a Hall effect sensor. This sensor has 12 volt, 5 volt signal, and ground. Right. So as I said, just for like quick checks, I can use it for. All right. So with this, I can check. As I said, anything that have electrical power going to it. So let's say I jack this coil pack. I'm gonna take this off. Right, so key on, engine on. I'm not pressing anything. I'm just, as I said, I have it on DC. Let's get this to zoom. Right, you just keep pressing this button here and it goes across. If you want to take off the sound, if you want to apply AC voltage, check AC voltage or DC voltage, I'm just slightly touching. I'm getting ground here. Right, I'm getting ground here. I'm getting 12 volts. So as I said, I'm just slightly touching. I'm not doing anything to spread the pins. Right, I want to check this. I want to check this sensor right here. Right, my daughter's going to assist me. Just slightly touch, please.
Anywhere?
Anyone. Does he know? I want you to touch the yeah, that part. Right, so we're getting 4.9 volts. I'm getting 12 volts. I'm getting ground, which is excellent. Right, so that means I'm getting what I need to get from the brain to power on this sensor. That doesn't mean that the sensor is working. That just means I'm getting power from the brain and signal from the brain for the cam sensor to run. I can do that for the map, the solenoids, things like that. Even just slightly actuate a solenoid just to cause it to click. Yeah, that's about it really with this tool. This tool is a perfect, a good tool. It's just, as I said, is a lot of people be scared of it, but the tool is as good as the person who use it. So before applying any kind of power or anything like that, you should do your homework on what you could do and limitations. I'm using it to power up this fan just to show you how it works, right? But this is a quick review on this tool. Watch out for more videos on tool reviews. As I said, hit the link. It helps support the channel. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I appreciate all y'all. Thanks for watching. Until next time.